On this week's episode of the Views Podcast, I sit down with another podcaster and photographer. If you don't know who I'm talking about, she's one half of the Head Wraps and Lipstick podcast. I believe she's the head wraps part. And like I said, she's a dope photographer. Her name is Alex Tribble, and if you don't know who she is, in about 40 minutes you will. So come, sit back, relax, throw it on. You hear the J. Cole in the background. It's going to be a vibe. We're going to have fun. Let's get to know another creative. No. I said I wasn't going to do that no more. I lied. Hey. I need like lyrics right now. Yo, let's get into the show. Hey. Yo, welcome to the show, sis.
Hey, gang. What's up?
Gang. I know, right? Even though Sherelle ain't here, but
I know. Shout out to my sis Sherelle.
Shout out.
Sherelle B.
Yeah, that's my New York sister.
Yes, that is your New York sister. Sister with an AH.
Yeah. Nah, I just want to say thank you for coming on the show. Like, this is gonna be weird for you because we actually know each other.
Yeah, I know. This is gonna be interesting. I'm excited. I mean, I just want to say, like, honestly, I've been waiting for this since I met you. I'm like, God, I mean, any day now.
Oh, time out. If that's the case, I'm so Aggie at you.
No.
And I'm not North Carolina Aggie. A&T Aggie.
Aggie pie right here, though.
Nah, I'm Aggie as fuck.
We're going to have you on the show.
Nah, what's this week going to shit?
Ooh.
Y'all had mad episodes, man. I can't be on.
Ooh, you sounded real spicy today.
Yo, because you know what? Let me tell you why. I was waiting to see you so I can tell you this.
Ooh.
So remember when you guys were like, oh, I was like, yo, love the podcast, all that. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yo, whenever y'all need a guest, holla at me. You know, I would love to be a guest. Nigga, y'all had mad guests, even celebrities. And I'm still, and if you don't know, I'm talking about, like I said, my sis here, she is one half of the Head Wraps and Lipstick podcast.
Yes.
And like I said, when y'all didn't have guests, I was shooting my shot. Like, yo, I want to be on. That'd be hot. If you ever.
You're right.
And it never happened.
You're right. And I just want to say, like, you know, as the representative for Head Wraps and Lipsticks today, that we thoroughly apologize and we will have our people contact you.
Your people?
Yes.
You.
Yo, first of all, Sherelle handles email, not me.
Yo, who does the graphics?
The Instagram, like
the question of the day shit.
We come up with it.
But who actually does the actual? Y'all sit down and do it before, and then
she uses something on the phone to do.
You sound so old. Yo. She used something on the internet.
Yo, listen, I'm the old bitch at the club at this point. You know, no, she uses some app on her phone to make the graphics or whatever. So we kind of do like half and half. Like I do the editing of the podcast, and I also do the audiograms, which I told you how to do.
Whoa!
Ooh, spicy.
Wait! What audiograms?
When it's like the picture and you can see the wavelengths.
Oh yeah. You know what's crazy too? You ever listen to This American Life?
I feel like I have it. I'm not sure.
So they had came out with that program. It was supposed to be free. It was called like I don't know what the name of it was called. I forgot what it was called, but it was in beta mode, and it's been in beta mode for like 3 years, but apparently now it was supposed to be for every podcast, but now it's only for, well, since the beginning it's supposed to be eventually for every podcast. So you have your podcast, you do the same thing you're doing right now with the clips, but it's only for their podcast, and they haven't like updated it so that anybody can use it. They actually invented the software for that.
So what? And it's like an audiogram. Is that what it is, or what is it?
Yeah, it's just like that, but it was supposed to be free. Like, is audiogram free?
Yeah, the thing that I sent you, that link, it's free to do it. Just sign up for it.
Oh, I thought I was waiting for them to be like, yo.
Nah, dog. We've done it like for 5 weeks in a row at this point. I ain't paying for nothing. Because if it is, y'all won't be getting them joints no more. Y'all ain't going to get those no more.
I ain't know that.
So, no, yeah, those are free.
Yeah, I guess I'm just too lazy then.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Because you got to put the whole podcast up there and then.
Well, no. So you just take a clip.
Yeah, but you have to upload the whole podcast and then listen to which clip you want.
Yes.
And I'll be like,
listen, and
that's a no for me, dog.
And we'll record on Wednesdays, and then it go up Thursday night, and I'll be in there. It'd be like 11:30.
Obviously, we record on Sundays, and that shit don't go up until Wednesday.
Nah, we like one take. Yeah, this has to be it because it's gonna be it.
It's going up there.
It's going up there.
Imperfections and all that.
Don't act the fool up here because it's gonna be up there.
Nah, but I listened to the podcast. Like I said, it's at first it was kind of like Like I like how y'all matured the podcast. Like how's it going from like and everything like that. Like when we was on Go Create podcast, it was the same way. Like when I go back, so what I'm doing now is like I'm recording and I'm stashing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm not dropping them every week. So every other week is going to be a new creative, new whatever. Okay. But the off week is going to be because I got like 20 Go Create episodes, and I be listening to them myself, and I be like, this shit was funny. I should put this back out there.
That was dope. Like, yo, I really wanted to be on that podcast so bad.
But
I was still I'm still a nobody, but I just was like, oh, man, I can't wait till they invite me one day to be on the show.
You know what I tell people? I say this a lot. I kind of repeat myself. The only difference between a lot of people that I've interviewed is they're not on a major. Young says this. No, was it Young? Somebody doesn't verified?
Verified?
No, not verified. They don't make you, validate. That's the word. Mm-hmm. They don't validate you yet. So there's other people who are validators. Mm-hmm. Like if you get on Complex or Revolt, you're validated, right? So there's a lot of niggas who ain't validated. Yeah. Like at Do-Rag Fest.
Yeah. Come
on.
The Shade Room picked them up. Gossip.com picked them up.
Ebro, I saw Ebro had tweeted.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yo, I was there. I went there and I was in there and I had a moment like, yo, this is really about to go, like, it's about to go nationwide. Because I felt it. Like, I could feel it.
It was in Raleigh last year.
Was it?
Yeah.
I had never heard of it.
Yeah, it was in Raleigh. Actually, because I couldn't be there because it started at 5 on Friday, and I don't have a regular 9 to 5, so I had more like an 11 to like 9:30. Oh. So by the time I got off, it'd have been like it'd have been winding down and shit. So I had texted him. I said, "Yo, Wes, I'm gonna give you the password. If it's all right, if I give you the password to my views." To the Views Instagram and let you go live. And he was like, yo, this is funny, dude, because Wesley's my dude, right? Mm-hmm. So when I texted him, I said, bro, mad O's, right? Like, bro. He texted back, yerp. And I was like, yo, I told him, I said, yo, you mind? Whatever. He was like, yerp. I was like, so I texted him back, I was like, listen, I'm totally confused, so I'm gonna be a little clear because your use of the word yerp in that situation was not clear.
Yeah.
Are you going to? Yes or no? I put the white voice on. He's like, yeah, nigga, I got you. I was like, I bet.
Look, listen, I feel like yerp isn't like, it's only for people up north to say it because anybody who's from down south, they never say it right.
Nah, they don't. I'm sorry. Look, I love my people down here, but it's certain. Like, I hate when niggas say guap. Like, I was getting mad guap. Like, son, that shit was like...
Do people still say that?
Down here, they do.
Oh, well.
I was getting that guap. I was like, son, we stopped saying that shit 13 years ago. I mean, it is what it is.
It is.
I still say John, and that's not even... That's a New York word. I mean, that's a Philly word, excuse me.
Let's talk about it, because I'm from Philly, and so people will be like coming to me and expecting me to say John and Young Boy, and I don't... It doesn't even sound right when I say it.
Jesse said that shit. The young boy over there, he said that shit. Look, my young boy. I was like... You so Philly.
Yes, very Philly. Yeah. I'm like, I don't talk like that, y'all.
But it was dope though, man. Like I told him, I said I couldn't be there, and so I was like, yo, can you just do that? And now, because he's my bro, I feel like I can joke at a certain point. Yeah. I know at what point when he got drunk, and he forgot. Because like the shit was like 3 hours long and an hour left. It was like, your last one was 2 hours ago. I was like, nah, I appreciate you, bro, because he gave me like 20 videos.
That's dope.
It was hot though.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's my bro. I just want to say, big up to Wesley, Damon Wesley, and the whole Black Market crew and everybody, because that shit was hot.
It was.
You was tweeting like a motherfucker too.
I was like, you niggas need to get out here right now. You guys are missing out on something great. Like, I just want everybody to come and experience it because it really was dope. Like, I had a great time.
It looked like the blackest shit ever.
Yo, it was. Like, niggas, they had a wave contest. I've never seen that happen before in my life.
It was hot. Niggas was sweaty. It was 90 fucking degrees.
It was. And the thing was, like, everybody was showing so much love to everybody. It was insane. Like, that's why I was tweeting like crazy. Like, you niggas need to get out of here. What are you doing? Why are you indoors?
Because it was 90 fucking degrees. That's why niggas was indoors. They messed up.
Yeah,
and then, you know what's crazy? All the retweets is mad people going, how did I not know about it? Nigga. I
got so many people in my mentions. I'm like, I had tweeted about this shit for 2 weeks. Like, what you mean you ain't know? You didn't want to know.
You ain't want to know.
You ain't want to know.
Because even when I don't want to see some shit, it's always on my timeline between Twitter and Instagram.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So shout out to Wesley and them, man. I can't wait.
Dope.
You was dancing like I can't wait for next year.
I am like that's how hype I am, yo. Like
you gonna bring a do-rag next time?
I am. I had my head wrap on because they said it was acceptable to wear head wraps, and so listen, the branding never stops, yo. I had my head wraps and lipsticks button on. Like, come on, man, you know.
Yo, listen to my podcast. You should have brought shirts. Like we and in the Go Create crew, we had made listen to my podcast shirts.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Listen, you know, shirts wasn't in the budget, but buttons are. So.
Yeah, it's hot though because buttons is like more trending now. So whatever.
Yeah. So it was dope. Though.
And all right, so like that was cool. I mean, I wish I would have went there. I mean, I wish I would had time off. I wish it was on a fucking Saturday.
Yeah.
That would have been fun.
That would have been.
That would have been fun. You guys, weekends. Some niggas ain't got jobs like y'all where it's like
get off at 5.
At 5 and then 9.
I feel you.
5 is lunch.
Wow.
That ass.
Really?
That ass. I be trying to get like 5, 6. I be like, I'm gonna go to lunch.
Yo, that's tough. That is tough.
It's tough. Moment of silence for my Fridays. All right, we out of here. But do you remember this place?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Remember what was it? The Why Do I Create?
Yes. That was my first time meeting you.
In person?
Yes.
It was?
Yes. I had never met you before, and you hopped in my DMs. Was like, "Hey, we're doing this. Why do you create thing?"
That's me.
And I was like, "Who is this nigga?" You know,
I slide DMs. Oh, no problem.
You slid in like it was like you were coming for the home run.
Like it was slip and slide.
Yeah, you were coming into home base.
You dive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that.
Yo, that is a throwback. I have not.
I dead ass did that. Not because I don't listen. What's going to happen? You're going to say no?
You're right.
And then if you're a creative, you're definitely gonna want to be a part of it. So.
Right. Yeah.
So that was the first time.
That was the first time I ever met you. Yeah.
So I met you and Sherelle at the same time.
Yes. Yep.
I swear I would. I'm not saying I was telling that story, but if I were, I would be saying that wrong. But I wouldn't. I don't know where.
Yeah. I'm like, because that was literally my first time meeting you.
And so was that the first time you did something like that?
Yes.
Okay, so for people who don't know, back in the day, this was like last summer, winter.
Yeah.
Not 2017. It might have been early 2017, right? You think? March.
Probably.
Yeah. So early in the year, last year, we did this, and it was cool because let me tell you the inspiration behind it.
Okay.
So there's a video back in the day. It was called 50 People, One Question. You ever heard of that?
No.
Yeah, bro. Like, so they would literally have a camera set up and people would pass by and they would grab them and they would ask them one question. Mm-hmm. And it literally be 50 people. And you would think, they did it smooth because you didn't notice it was 50 people by the time the video was over. Like, it was like a 7-minute video, but you didn't know. It was so smooth. So I was like, damn, I always want to do that. So I tried one time to do my own because after a while, a lot of cities started doing their own.
Yeah.
And Charlotte didn't have one. So I was like, I'm going to do one. This was years ago. Mm-hmm. And so I went to Carolina Place Mall.
Yes.
And I tried to set up. And I got one person to do one, right? And his shit was hot. I was like, it was like something like, the question was, if you could go back in time and change one thing, what would it be? Mm-hmm. Because that was along the lines of their questions.
Right.
And his was like, I wouldn't have robbed that convenience store. It was a white dude, too. I wouldn't have robbed that convenience store in 7 years. Now, I don't know if he was lying or not. I was like,
that's
word.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's what we working with over here in Pineville.
Super different.
Yeah. And then right after that, like, Otis came up, was like, you can't record here, it's private property.
Oh.
And so it was really no other place over there to, like, get people walking by you and shit. So.
Right. You should have did it downtown.
Yeah, I should have been smart enough to do it downtown. Yeah, I should have been. But I don't know why I did it. At that time, I lived in Matthews, so it was closer to go to the Carolina place.
That makes sense.
So, I always had that idea, like I wanted to do that, and I was like, yo, me and Paulie was just chopping it up. I was like, yo, I'm gonna do these videos. Mm-hmm. So then I was like, let's just do them. So I just went out to everybody I thought was dope. If you was dope, I slid in on some slip and slide shit.
Yeah.
And so, and when you came in, then the crazy thing is, I didn't expect people to actually like show up, especially on time. Mm-hmm. How many people was in this room when?
Yo, it had to be anywhere between 10 to like maybe 15. No, 15 might be pushing it, but I think at one point it was 15.
There was people
in here.
standing and there was people outside.
Yes.
And then I ain't gonna lie to you, I was like, I ain't even trying to hold you. I didn't know what I was doing with the video camera on the video side.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, so I was like mad nervous and shit. And I had to.
You seemed a little overwhelmed. Like I do kind of remember you like, oh yo, let me cause you had like this makeshift ring light type of thing.
I made it, not makeshift. It was hot. Stop fronting.
I mean,
it was.
You're allowed to think whatever you want.
Come on. Oh, word. Okay.
No, it was really good. It was good. It was good.
LED lights, all that.
Yeah.
I was on my MacGyver shit.
Yeah.
Because I wanted and I'm glad I did it that way because I wanted one, and then I went to go buy a ring light, and I was like, $70.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Y'all wildin'.
Yeah, they're expensive.
So that shit cost me like $20 to make.
Yeah, you did a good job.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. But the reason why I brought that up is because because the response was crazy, and the only bad part about it is we were posting them. It was for September, I think it was. Yeah, I think September. And no, was it September?
I feel like it wasn't.
So
I feel like it was like a earlier like.
Yeah, it might have been an earlier month because I know it was one month that had 30 days in it, and it was the last month before November that had 30 days. It was like, we got to get it done before that. It might have been the summertime because we all had shirts on, so it might have been like August or something like that. Now I think about it. But anyway, so the one thing I didn't think about was we was putting them up, and then aesthetically on your Instagram page, because the backgrounds were black. Yeah, how bad it looked. It looked bad, bro. It looked like we kept putting the same video up over and over again.
True.
So it was like, ugh. And then nobody really knows which, unless you click on it or you like, you clicked on that one. You didn't, because it was in the squares. You don't know which one is yours.
Right.
So it was like, fuck.
Yeah.
So next time but it was supposed to be 30 days, 30 creatives. And so it was kind of crazy. It was like we was loving the fact that we had so many people come up here. And but the reason I brought that up is because when you were doing yours, you had the most I don't want to say random as if a negative, but yours was so different.
Right.
Which means like you had a purpose for why you do your I know I didn't say it, but you're a photographer, so why you did yours. And I just want to know what in your experience have you seen that made you feel, because you said the
hypersexualized.
Yeah, so explain that.
So all right, because it's been a while since I like looked at the video, but I'm almost certain it was something along the lines of like, you asked, why do you create? Yeah. And I said, I create because I wanted to see black women in the light that we never get to see black women, which is,
facts.
We always see black women hypersexualized, over-sexualized, maybe perhaps looking angry, but like, when I was like learning photography still, like, I was on YouTube watching, videos on how to do stuff. Yeah. And white girls would be out there with fairy wings on and shit. And I'd be like, oh. like,
looking soft as shit.
Looking soft. And I'm like, beautiful stuff, but like, I never get to see black women like that, And granted, I don't use fairy wings in my, my work, but like, even still, like, just to see a black woman look soft and beautiful and just kind of like elegant in a way, but, also kind of like owning her blackness and her beauty. And, black women look great in colors. Like, I don't see why I wouldn't. Like, if you think about like, the only time you see that, maybe Essence magazine, maybe Ebony magazine. So yeah, like that's important to me. And it's still like, that's still my goal. Like, granted, I do take pictures of other people, like of other races, but like, that's what I'm here for. Like, right. I'm here to photograph black women.
So the reason why I asked that also is because the reason why like it hit me is because my reasoning for doing photography and the way I do it is not the same in a sense, but it's definitely close. Yeah. So basically, when you look at, and this is when we mentioning races, there's no negative on it, but when I see white people do pictures, go to photo shoots and have family photos, it always looks one way, and then when we have photos. We go through family photos. It's Walmart, Sears, or even if we do get a photographer,
Olin Mills.
Yeah,
the Olin
picture
Mills.
People.
Yes.
Yeah, and then it's like when we do it, it doesn't look the same.
Right.
It looks like like when you went to your grandma's house and she had the picture on the wall. It looked like school pictures. Yeah. And I was like, man, why are we always? I'm tired of us always having that. So that my reason was I'm gonna learn the skills and that I need to know to be able to do photography the right way, so that I can actually give it to my people.
Absolutely.
So that when they go, ooh, who did, like they can feel proud because
absolutely.
So I don't do this anymore, but I used to find inspiration in different like movements.
Okay.
So like one big one that I've still hold on to, but I haven't really said that much is I've spoken on as much as help portraits. You ever heard of that?
It sounds familiar.
So basically, it's real simple. It's just like people who are professional photographers and hairdressers and makeup artists. Let's say it was me, you, and then like we had a team.
Yeah.
And we would just go to places where people don't get portraits. Like some of them went extreme. If you Google them, like the movement has died down almost completely. But at its height, you'll see people going to like the Yukon and photographing Eskimos.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I wasn't doing shit like that, but at the same time, I had read this article that said that like, I don't know what the percentage was, but like majority of us don't have family portraits.
Yeah.
And I thought that was kind of crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I can't think of the last time I took a picture. Yeah.
Nah.
I have no idea. So like imagine like when people call me up or hit me up and hey, one, I love your work. I would love for you to take my family photos. That means a lot.
Yeah.
That means a lot. That means you obviously, see what I'm doing and you can relate to it one way or another. And that just like, to me, that just kind of solidifies what I'm doing. Because a lot of people, I'm going to tell you this, like a lot of people when I first started doing photography and I was only taking pictures of black women, a lot of people were telling me not to. They were saying, don't market to black people because they don't pay.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
I mean,
but I'm not necessarily mad at that. Here's why.
Okay.
Here's why. So me and Jesse had this conversation one time. Mm-hmm. There's a restaurant uptown called Cowbell.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's dope as fuck though. It's right next to the Roxy, the 80s club. I mean, anyway.
Don't worry about it.
So anyway, they got these fries. These fries, it's called Dolly fries. They got them on the menu, and they're like $12.
Yeah.
And it's literally just, I mean, it's good. It's great drunk food. Like every time we go, we drunk.
Yeah.
And so we've been eating those fries so much. They take like now it's off the late night menu. Mm-hmm. They took it off.
Yeah.
So you have to like ask for it.
Oh.
And they will make it.
Yeah.
So they know like, oh, okay, he's been coming up to us for a while.
Right.
Anyway, it's $12. So one day we just drunk and we just sitting there having a convo. Like me and Jesse, that's what we do. We get drunk and have like these deep convos with a twist of like bullshit. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, I said, what made them think that it was okay to charge $12 for fries? And he was like, well, it's neighborhood. And it's true. It's uptown, all that. And I said, well, that's the reason why these stores won't ever pop up in my neighborhood. Yeah. Is because I'm not paying $12 for fries. People like me aren't paying $12 for fries.
$12 for fries is like, what comes on the fries? What comes on the fries?
I can't remember, but it's like, it's just like a weird, wonky mix of like, if I told you, you'd think it's disgusting, but it's good. and it come with house like dressing.
Okay.
But the first thing I thought of is like, if my mother was my age right now, she would say, I'm not paying $12 for fries because I can get 3 bags of fries. And that's the reason why black people don't pay. We stretch our money so much and we want it, but we don't have it. So
yo, then don't hit me up. Like
that is true. Yeah. That is true.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I have not had, everybody who come to me like, no one's like, hey, can I get a discount? Like, you already know what it is. Like,
I got played a couple 2 weeks ago.
Did you?
No.
I mean, and I'm not trying to sound cocky. I'm just kind of saying like, listen, if your work is quality, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter who's going to hit you up. Like, because people want quality.
Yeah,
they're gonna show up. And I like and even like just like when I was at Do Rag Fest and when we went to what's the name's birthday thing.
Was I there?
Yes. I saw you there. You had the gimbal.
I had to get Ashley's.
Yes, like
yeah.
A lot of women were coming up to me saying, one, I love your work and I can't wait to work with you. I want to work with you in the future. So like, they're gonna show up. You just make sure you're doing quality work, content work. Like,
yeah, just like anything in business, you can get played by anybody.
You really can, yo.
So what got you into photography? Was it? I know it wasn't the hypersexualization of women. It had to be. I like taking pictures. Like, but when did you start?
So I started. took a class in high school, and my aunt let me use her Canon camera. We were still using film back then, or whatever. And the only reason I was interested is because she had taken this picture of me when I was a child, and she would and my mom had it hanging up, and my mom was like, your Aunt TC took this photo, and I was like, what? She took this photo of me? That's amazing. So
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Wow.
Insert white voice.
Yeah. Does it sound good? Does it sound believable? Whatever.
Nah, go ahead though.
But yeah, that was really kind of it. Like, it was like, oh my God, my aunt, that's relative. That's a relative to me. Like, she takes photos because at the time, like, you don't really know. Back then, you didn't really know any people who did photography like that.
Nah, not one person.
Not a.
You had not for like professionally.
No.
Like you had your uncle who always took pictures. And somebody took pictures because when you go back to go to your granny house, there's always like a suitcase full of them.
Absolutely. But like they was using disposable cameras. Like she was using like an official Canon camera. So I was like, that is crazy. So was signing up for classes one year at high school, and they had the photo class, and I asked to use her camera, and then that's how I got started. But then I'd
What kind of bougie ass school you went to have photos?
Actually, I went to high school in Charlotte.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
It does.
Okay.
Yes.
My school didn't have pencils.
Yeah. Well, it's tough up north.
Yeah.
It's rough up there. Sorry, guys.
It is.
Can't relate. So that I took the class or whatever, and I stopped, and then maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I started taking it seriously again.
Word.
Yes. So I haven't even been doing it that long.
So, okay. So you're one of those people who just started again and somehow have a 5D mark, whatever. And I was sitting here struggling with it. You know how long it took me to get a 5D, and you know how old it is.
Yo, like I saved up. I would save up my money, and then because I wasn't getting paid that much from other shoots, so I would save up all that little bit of cash, and I would just put it to the side. Mm-hmm. And then one day I was like,
voila,
magic.
Amazon.
Yeah. Actually, I got mine from B&H because, it came with a bag and it came with a terabyte. Did
you get it online or did you go to New York?
No, I got it online.
You should have went to New York.
I have been to the BH.
Have you?
Oh, my God.
Yes, it's funny.
I came as soon as I walked in. I was like, woo, this is tough. This is tough.
Yo. So let me tell you how funny that is. First of all, it's not but Jewish people in there.
I know.
Except for the Africans in the basement.
Is it really?
So when you order something, and I've never actually purchased anything from B&H, but I used to go in there all the time because I used to it was like a museum of wishes. Like, I wish I can get that right there.
Yes.
And then they were nice. Hey, how you doing? Would you like something? Nah, I don't have any. I don't have $4,500 for this shit. No, let's not do that.
No one talked to me when I was there.
Nah,
nobody.
They just let you walk around.
They let me walk around because I was seriously interested. I was like, I need to buy. I think I ended up buying a flash drive because I just kind of felt like I needed to buy something because I'm in here.
Yeah, it was crazy too. So when you order something, like there's a hole in the ground, and then it's like the Ninja Turtles. They would push the board up, and then you're like, "Hey, let me get a Canon 5D Mark V." And you're like, "Okay," and then he just bring it up like that.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I mean that was years ago, so they might have changed it.
Well,
that was before the internet.
I watched this video about it. They got the whole little system that.
Yeah, they just bring it down.
Yeah, with the box, and it's on this little not train, but roller.
So
system.
The funny part thing about that is that that's a historically New York thing, because you can go to VIMs and buy sneakers or Dr. J's and they won't give it to you. They don't. Yes, so you go to the store and you be like, "Hey, let me get these," and they sit there and watch you put it on. They give you one shoe.
Yeah.
They let you put it on, and you say, "Yeah, I want these," and then they give you a number, and then they attach the number to the box, and then in the stock room it just be like a little train subway of fucking boxes, and then you go, all right, when you go up, be like, "I got 45," and you're like, "All right, 45." They go boom, 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 and then that's it.
That is tough.
Yeah, they don't give it to you like they do here.
Oh yeah, because you can really run out with them shoes.
Yeah, you definitely run out.
They're very trusting down south.
I've seen somebody actually steal the display shoe at a Payless.
God. Are you serious?
Yeah, and he instantly wished he didn't do that because the guy chased him. First of all, shout out to that guy who thought his job, who loved his job so much that he chased somebody stealing a Payless shoe.
That's real.
The second part was the dude tripped, and it was an immigrant savings bank on the corner. This is in the Bronx, and the door is like 4 inches thick. The glass door to open, so they leave it open.
Yeah.
And my man tripped, and all you heard was bang. Yeah, he wish he never took that goddamn
shoe.
What if he got, me and my man talk about this all the time. He's like, what if homie would have got home and was like, God damn, another left.
Yo. Yo.
My man would have had 2 lefts.
Yo. That's what you get.
Yeah.
Was it worth it?
Nah.
No.
So so are you an alumni of YouTube University?
Yes, I am.
Word.
Actually,
facts.
I call myself. I'm still a student.
I'm still enrolled. Yeah.
Yeah, you can never stop learning. Like, it's always new stuff to learn or whatever. I just gotta use what you know.
Who's your favorite? Like, I can tell you who my all-time favorite person to watch. It's two of them now, but I'll tell you my all-time favorite.
So I haven't watched any major ones. I was watching Jessica Kobasi. She's really dope.
She just moved to New York, apparently.
Or wherever, because she be in Germany a lot too.
Yeah, she's
in LA.
Yeah, because when I saw her in the beginning, she was, I think she was out of Seattle.
She was in Detroit.
Oh, when I saw her, she was out of Seattle.
Whoa,
so
wow.
She does get around.
That girl moves around.
Cities.
Yo, Jessica Kobasi, Manny Ortiz.
Oh, no. That's not the same one I'm talking about. No. Jessica Kobasi's the Arabic chick,
you
right?
talking about Jessica Whitaker.
Yeah, Whitaker. Yeah.
She's okay.
Look at you. See, you talk about my whole, the sis. Yeah,
Jessica Whitaker, she's pretty dope too. Jessica Whitaker, Kobasi, Manny Ortiz.
I know why you're watching Manny Ortiz.
He's fine. But
he's a pretty boy. I see that.
His work is good too.
He is. Yeah, he is. And his wife is bad too.
Yeah, she's fine.
They're a bad couple.
Shit, I ain't even mad at it.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I get
it works. I see it.
And they out of Chicago, right?
Yeah, they're in Chicago.
Yeah.
So
all right, so we watch the same videos.
Yeah, and then there was this other guy, FJH Photography, I think. I don't know his name. Who do you watch?
Peter McKinnon.
That's who it was. I watched Peter McKinnon. I mean, I would love to do videography, but I don't have the patience for that.
Well, no, he's geared more now to videography, but he originally started as a photographer.
Yeah.
He would give you like hints and teach you how to. His energy, I wish I had a third of that energy.
Yo, he's crazy. Him and his friend Chris Howell.
That's what I was going to, Travel Fields.
Yeah.
I watched both of their videos.
Yeah.
And it was crazy because I was watching this and I'm like, what the fuck is he filming on?
Mm-hmm.
And then I found out he has like a 1DX that he vlogs on, which is fucking, his forearm
has to be crazy.
On some Popeye shit.
Yo, if you're walking around with one handing a 1DX on a tripod, you're a crazy person.
Yeah.
Something really wrong with you.
For everybody who doesn't know what a 1DX is, because we like geeking out right now, that's like the highest DSLR you can get from Canon.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we talking like $5,000 ish.
Is that what it's on sale?
Yeah, I think it's like.
Is that just the body only?
That's the body only. That's without a lens. Yeah. It's funny when people ask me about photography and shit. They be like, "Oh, I want to get a camera. Okay, how what's your budget? What? Huh? Mm-hmm. Nigga, this shit get expensive." I
stopped answering them questions, yo, because I just like. People are lazy, and I'm just not.
It's a lot of money though,
yeah,
but nobody wants to see. That's a bad thing about when I watch like black videos, like ones that are in the hood, like and the ones that are coming up.
Yeah.
I can instantly tell when somebody doesn't know the ins and outs. One, I can tell that you just press record and think that was it. So you have a great camera. People like my boy Kerr, he always asks me, "Yo, bro, I want to get a Canon, a Sony AR. Why? You have an iPhone in your pocket, and what you're doing, that's all you need." No, that's not a bad thing. It's like, yo, people there's been movies made on iPhones.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm like, yo, all you got to do is understand like how the techniques.
Well, people, obviously they like, they see all of these cameras and whatnot.
But then the camera does it.
Yeah, they're like, oh, this is amazing. I got fresh equipment, It's like, it's not like that. Like,
nah.
I was shooting, before I got my 5D Mark III, I was shooting on a Canon T3i, like, a year ago.
Yeah.
So, like, it really just kind of depends on, how you use it or whatever. So, I don't answer them questions no more. Like, I just kind of feel, a lot of people are lazy that I've learned. Like, they don't want to, like, learn how to use what they have.
Yeah.
And if you don't learn how to use what you'll have, you won't learn how to use whatever it is that you get next. So that's not my job.
You like tutorials?
Yeah, I love tutorials.
1 to 10. 10 meaning like I can't stop watching them.
It's okay. When I first started, it was 10. And now it's like, if I want to learn about lighting, which is what I'm trying to learn now, I'll be like, put it on autoplay because I want all them other little lighting. This is a night I'm having. I'm supposed to go out. I'm canceling my day. I need to watch these lighting tutorials. Like, yeah. Word.
So where do you want the camera to take you?
Where do I want the camera to take me?
Yeah. What's your dream city?
My dream city?
I think I know the answer to this already.
I really liked Chicago when I went there.
I wouldn't have thought that.
What was you thinking?
San Fran.
That was gonna be my next answer.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. San Francisco's amazing.
I've been to Cali, but I've never been to San Francisco.
Mm-hmm. Don't skip leg day.
I'm sorry?
Don't skip leg day.
I don't know what that means.
Like when you go to the gym, don't skip leg day.
Okay.
Work on all of that because them hills are no joke.
Oh.
Yes.
Word.
Don't skip leg day.
Don't skip words like that.
It's like that, yo. Like we walked up like 2 hills. Like I don't know, because we wanted to see the winding road.
It's just like mountains. I ain't gonna lie.
We wanted to see the winding road from the top because bad idea, yo. I mean, like my ass cheeks were hurting because I was like,
word.
Yes, yo.
Think about it though.
Yo.
Half the reason why San Francisco is so expensive is because you get a workout.
Yeah.
So you don't need a gym membership.
Well,
don't need it. It's built in.
San Francisco is expensive because all the property is bought up. There's nowhere. They cannot build.
Yeah, they have a capacity issue.
That is
just like
crazy.
New York. Yeah, New York.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah. I saw a documentary on San Francisco, and it was 2 families. It was one family, and both of them made $100,000. And they were dirt broke.
Yes.
It's like a $200,000 household.
Yo. Do you know how we would be living with $100,000 out here?
You saw hoods out there?
Yes.
How they living?
Well, listen, either you're living or you're living on the street. There's no middle. Because it's so expensive, there's like really no middle ground. Like so the hood is called the Tenderloin. The Tenderloin has,
Seriously, it's called the Tenderloin?
Swear to God.
That's some rich shit.
Right, even your hood is fancy. But yo, let me tell you, so we went out there and like first day I'm there, we doing a tour, and so you gotta ride through the Tenderloin to get to some places. We get to the stoplight, look over, somebody's shooting up crack right outside. It's like 3:00 in the afternoon.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah.
If I'm paying that much money, man, you need to get the crackheads out of here.
Yo.
I don't want to see that.
But it's a lot of them, yo. Like, yeah, it's really
gentrification, is a bitch.
Just even like flying into San Francisco alone is crazy because right, like they don't have like regular fast food restaurants in their airport. Like it's all like Asians. Like I didn't realize like the Asian culture was so huge.
Oh yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah. The Bay is crazy.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
You know what's even crazier? There's an app. It's called Eat With Me, I think. Mm-hmm. And I thought it was bogus. Like, one Uber comes up and disrupts the whole taxi industry, and they go, which is crazy because they're asset-less, but yet they're a billion-dollar company. They own zero and make money, which is crazy. But anyway, so when I first saw this app, I was like, it's like the peak of when Uber, Lyft, and all everybody. So Eat With Me is you live by yourself, and you put out that you're going to cook, and strangers will come to your house, and you give them a 4-course meal. Like you do 4 courses or 3 courses or whatever. And people will pay for that? Yeah, and they don't pay you. I think it's a membership to the app. And so I guess the more people you serve, I guess, the more money you make. I don't know. What? It's called Eat With Me, yeah. And I was like, but then again, is it crazy? You got Airbnb, you got strangers living in your house, Uber, people in your car, Uber Eats. Yeah. Which is, I swear, listen, if I went to the store for you, if you said, yo, Glenn, I'm going to McDonald's, and you say, yo, you going to McDonald's? I'm like, yeah, yo, here go 5, give me this, and this. Right. I'm taking a fry. Understand that off the top. I'm going here going, oh my God. I'm taking one. So because of my warped ass mind, I'm thinking, they taking fries. They putting their
First of all, if you're Uber eating like Wendy's or McDonald's, like, yo, get your life together.
It's facts.
Get your life. Your life is in shambles, fam.
So when you went out to San Francisco, what did you leave there thinking that one day this is going to happen, or you like, let me come up with another city?
I didn't. Like it was like, okay, obviously it was like, okay, I need to be on my game if I'm out here, because what I'm not going to be doing is crack on a corner. You know what I'm saying? Like I cannot be.
I didn't leave Philly for this shit.
Exactly. If I want to do crack, I do crack in Philly.
That's what I say about Charlotte. I'm not gonna leave my version of Brooklyn for yours.
Exactly, like crazy.
Got it.
I'm just saying. So I mean, like I was definitely it was at a point where I was like uninspired by Charlotte. So the trip came at the perfect time. Yeah. So I think the most that I got from that was like, like I was inspired to shoot again because I hadn't been shooting in a while or whatever. Because I was just like, Charlotte, sometimes it's mundane sometimes. It is. Yeah. It is. So that's something that the city needs to work on or whatever. We as a community need to work on. So I went to San Francisco. It's nice, but I'm not like, listen, I would even move back to Atlanta. Like I don't have like one, like a city where I want to move, fine. But I would, like for me, it would be like my ideal thing. Like I've made it. Yeah. Is if any of my work ever gets in Essence magazine. Essence. So explain that, because
that's still a thing.
That is a thing. Essence is still
a thing.
Essence is still a thing.
I don't see it as much, but it's still a thing.
Well, listen.
I don't go to the grocery store, so maybe that's my problem.
I mean, well, yeah, or you don't get it delivered to your house, whatever. But
funny story about that. I had GQ send me. They sent me 48 magazines. I paid for 12 of them.
Yeah.
They would not stop. It got to the point I was like, I'm not reading these. Just stop sending them.
Yeah. Oh, listen. Magazine subscriptions are crazy because you'll be like, man, I swear I only ordered like for 6 months and I've been getting magazines for 4 years. I don't know how. I mean, I'm not mad. I mean, this will work when I'm sitting in the bathroom. Thanks.
It had me thinking like, yo, let me check my bank account. Am I still paying these niggas?
Yo, Runner's World still sends me magazine. I've had knee injuries and haven't even ran in so long.
I think my parents still get East Bay magazines.
Yo.
East Bay was like the Amazon, the paper version of Amazon.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm gonna get a 5B. The prices was never on point either.
A lot of niggas was walking around with East Bay magazines in their book bag.
Hell yeah.
Yes, I remember the East Bay magazine.
Me and my people had a team. We had a basketball team.
Oh
it was just us, and we tried to order off that shit.
Tragic
as fuck, bro.
I don't know anybody who ordered off of East Bay.
We had a 3-on. We went to hoop it up, and we got mad because we had ordered uniforms. They told us we had to wear their stupid ass hoop it up shirts. It's like not happening, bro. I'll put it underneath,
so. Right.
But we're a team. We're gonna look good. We play good. We're gonna look good. But anyway, so Essence Magazine.
Yes.
So tell me more about that. Like, is Essence something you grew up reading? Absolutely.
Like on the coffee table, spread out, grandma's house, mom's house.
Bougie Black House.
Yeah. Yes. Oh yeah. And it's just like, it's a staple in the Black women's community. And I figure, okay, obviously, my work is geared towards Black women. It would make sense that would be a goal of mine.
Word.
I love Essence Magazine. It's like
Essence. You definitely need to give somebody needs to be a contributing photographer for Essence Magazine, because I don't think people who work for Essence say that.
What you
I
mean?
love Essence Magazine.
I love Essence. Like,
they be like, these checks better not bounce.
Yo, everybody. Essence is so like exclusive because like everybody in their mind be like, man, like there are like big celebrities who like I have been waiting to be on the cover of Essence Magazine. Essence Magazine is a big deal. It's a big deal. I mean, you may not think so, but
no, I mean. If you like it, I love it.
I love Essence Magazine. It just I don't care.
Have you ever reached out?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm very, very shy.
Why haven't you shot in your shot yet?
We talk about this on Twitter all the time.
But now we're on a microphone and it's recorded. It's out there. So
I'm really very shy, and I just kind of want to make sure all my ducks are in a row.
What ducks?
My ducks being...
How many ducks do you need to be in a row?
Mad ducks.
You have a camera, duck. You know how to shoot, duck. You like Essence Magazine. That's 3 ducks. How many more ducks do you need? What you need? Somebody else to pick you up?
No.
Like, you need to come in there on some like, you need me. Nah, shoot your shot.
I will give it a try. I will give it.
All right, everybody, listen.
Damn, you about to put me on blast.
I'm about to put you on blast.
Oh my God.
I'm about to put you on blast. So, you're going to tell people you were on this podcast. I know you are.
Of course I am.
I know. And I'm going to tell people you're on this podcast.
Oh my God.
And so the other people who we both tell that you're on this podcast, they're going to hear this part because we are at 42 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if they made it this far, congratulations.
Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah, it's cool. So if you have gotten to this part, I need everybody to tweet at Alex. What's your Twitter?
The Alex Tribble. TheAlexTribble.
Alex Tribble. And so I need you all to tweet her and tell her to shoot her shot. I can't wait. I can't wait. How'd you come up with Alex Tribble?
Okay, so this is it. It's about to blow everybody's mind.
Yeah.
My first name is Sierra.
Yeah.
Yes.
I knew that.
My middle name is Alexandria. That's it.
And Tribble?
Yeah, my last name.
Your last name is Tribble?
Yes. Like, for real. I'm not bullshit. That's not... Why would I carry that around? That's not...
That is true. I didn't know that.
Yes.
How I not know your last name?
You do know my last name. You just didn't know that.
I didn't know I knew it. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Alex Tribble.
Yeah, that's it. It's nothing. I was, going by some other stuff.
You ever get worried that somebody's gonna think that name is a dude's name?
I'm glad you brought this up because when I first started doing photography, I was actually doing landscape photography.
Yeah.
And I actually didn't want anyone to know that I was a woman because I didn't want anyone to think like feel a certain way about my work or me or whatever. So a lot of people would hit me up, be like, yo, fam, yo, dude, your work is real tight.
Yo, my guy.
And I'd be like, yo, I'm a sis. But that was the main reason. I was a little bit scared. Like, I was trying to avoid what it is that I represent now, which is feminine, black feminine beauty, soft. I was so scared. Like, I was just like terrified for some reason. Like, I wanted my name to be as unisex as possible because I didn't want anybody to know that I was a female photographer.
So, but you're the first female I ever met that short Alexandria to Alex. How long did it take you to do that? Or was that everybody called you Alex?
So it started with I was telling my friends, like my senior year of college, like, yo, start calling me Alex. They don't respect me. They still call me Sierra. But I would.
Facts.
Yeah.
Your podcast host calls you Sierra.
Exactly.
Yes, sis.
See? No, I told you, nobody respects me around here. But I
do. I call you Alex.
You do.
I always thought Sierra was weird.
Yeah.
No, not saying it's a weird name. It's like,
you don't see me as
I thought that was a family name. Like,
No. Yeah.
Right. So
then I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna get on the social media and everybody gonna call me Alex and I'm gonna get my respect that way.
So let's talk about this second Instagram. One of little friend.
One of your little friends.
Yeah, explain that.
Okay, it's simple. Like, I gotta get these selfies off. Like,
your selfie game be strong. So.
Yo,
your selfie game is strong.
You know. But like, I realized that people like, as much as you don't want it to be about numbers, I'm looking for people to find my work so that I can keep working and doing photography.
Why not merge both of them? Why not show?
Because I'm hella
sides?
goofy.
So what?
I'm so goofy.
5 minutes in the spending time with you, we all get that.
Ooh.
Nah, not the negative. Stop. See, I always gotta tell you, it's coming from a good place.
I feel
goofy, funny.
Muy caliente. Did I say it right?
I don't have no idea.
Yeah.
Nah, but in a good way. Like, you did.
Yeah, I'm about to say, don't front like what? Don't front on the Afro-Latino.
But it's definitely like you're not somebody where, like, I've had a podcast in this place right here when it was the old podcast.
Right.
Where it was a few times where we got like, I'm doing you a favor, you're not doing me a favor.
Wow.
Vibe. Yeah. And so because it happens, doesn't happen as often, it was kind of weird, especially the first time. You're like, oh, okay, well, I don't want you here. But with you, it's different. It's like, oh, yeah, okay, we cool. We got it. Like, your personality, you just like. You're like, oh, yeah, okay. I'm gonna let my guard down too, because we all, everybody in here. You know what I'm saying? You don't give people the bad vibe. That's basically what I'm saying.
That's really nice. I just like
so show that side. Cause your Twitter.
Oh my God.
You be letting it go.
I do let it go. I let it go.
You be like, just got married to this ice cream sandwich. It was so good. That's how I tweet. So good. So good. So like, let it go. Let it show that out. So that's how.
I will give it a try.
Did you do photography in college?
I didn't. I didn't have a camera.
Yeah, but on college. Oh, you went to a black school.
Yo, first of all, don't be disrespectful.
They had one. I was actually disposable camera.
You're just see, that's your problem. You're disrespectful.
No, I didn't go to.
You're disrespectful. You're talking to me really greasy right now, and I don't appreciate it.
No, I'm playing with you because I know half the people out that listen are Aggie. So
yeah, thank you.
Shout
out to A&T Aggie Pride.
Aggie Pride
all day. But I actually was a part of journalism department. I did. I was like into journalism stuff.
Really?
Yes, I went to school for journalism. Me and Sherelle did, actually.
Do you do that?
I decided to not do it after my senior year because my senior year I did an internship in Orlando at a television station, news station.
Yeah.
And that was the same year that Trayvon Martin got killed. And I actually got like a chance to sit in the production meetings and stuff. So like I was one of like the first people who knew about the Trayvon Martin situation, and just like the way it was handled in the room.
Damn.
Like it really kind of ruined whatever it is that I wanted to do with journalism. I just it was heavy, right?
Yeah.
You gotta think like there's not a bunch of black people already in the room, so it was a whole bunch of white people.
Yeah. And
then me and my mentor in there, another black lady. So we got to be tight. I can't be in there crying.
Yeah.
And they were just like the way they were handled, like it just isn't like
there's a story and not people disconnected.
Exactly. And that to me that was like way too much. And it was just like I I didn't want to.
Yo, I got a similar story. I didn't go to college, so so don't.
I'm not judging you.
Don't judge me.
I'm not judging you.
But my jokes were still funny though.
Yeah. And that's all that matters.
Yeah, it's all that matters. Now I had one time, I don't know why, I had this like brief moment where like I was like, I might want to be a cop. Yeah, that was a brief.
Wow.
It lasted one ride along. I did a ride along with a cop in Charlotte, and I don't know if he was the most. Most cops in Charlotte, with the exception of a few incidents, I've literally seen a cop see a guy doing 90 on a highway, turn his lights on so the guy slow down, and then book it because he did not want to get out. He did not want to write that ticket. He didn't want any of that problem. He's like, just stop.
Right.
Cops in Charlotte, they don't really do that. They don't really do their job. They mad laid back. But this guy was like a dick. Like, we was in the car, and he was just like real, one of those dudes that was just like real proud. Like, yeah, so, and I just noticed. So if a cop ever comes up behind you, understand he's running your plates.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, it was like, people like, oh, I knew that. No, I watched this dude, like literally, do. And he's like, see, those plates are registered to a Honda, and it's on a Nissan. Yeah.
Wow.
I was with him in when we first started, it was like a production, not production meeting, like a pre-shift meeting.
Yeah.
And it was like, they had people's faces. This guy, look on alert for this guy. And the descriptions they were given was like, they're jokes when we say like, look for calling all cars. We're looking for a black male between the size of 4'10" and 6'10". You're like, what, nigga? No.
That is crazy.
But that was exactly almost verbatim how it was. It was like, this is where he's normally, his last known address, this is what he is. And the way they were talking, it was like this, and like in my pre-shift meetings at work, it was more like they weren't people, and it wasn't more or less the them doing their jobs.
Yeah.
It was more or less like, I don't know, I can't even describe it. It was less about their job and more about like, let's just get them off the street so we don't have to worry about them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not protect and serve. So, and the funny part was we had to exchange, like park his car and go to another one.
Yeah.
He was like, hey, do me a favor, pop that button and bring me that shotgun. I was like, that shit ain't happening. I was like, nah, bro. You want your hat? I get your hat.
Right.
I'm not
Put your
doing
fingerprints
that.
on that shit.
Yeah, fuck that.
No. Yeah, so that's part of the reason why I just was like, I would rather make, a different type of difference in the world, one that is full of meaning for someone. But that to me just really killed my journalism.
Journalism.
I mean, I kind of do, I got a podcast. So,
you got a degree.
I got a degree.
That means you learned something.
I learned a little something.
Yeah. So, you're going to work for Essence Magazine at one point.
You are so sweet.
No, that's facts. We all gonna put that out there. You're gonna work Essence. I'm gonna tag Essence in this. You're gonna work for Essence.
Oh my god!
But what's crazy is with you have a plan, a dream and shit like that. I don't. People ask me why I do it, and my reasoning for doing photography is totally different than it started out with doing. Like I'm currently in like one of those little funks where I don't know which way to go. So I that's me. But it's always been to I've always loved sports and concerts, but as a sports photographer, I always wanted to be one, but it was never to show you the game. It was to show you the behind the scenes, I guess.
Okay.
So like, A-Rod smacks a game-winning home run, and he's cheering, he's coming down, he's in the clubhouse, he's coming in the bullpen, and he's slapping fives.
That type of
I want the slap fives. I want you to feel like Fox didn't give you.
So behind the scenes type of documentary style photography.
Yes. I always wanted you to feel like you were there and kind of tell a story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That would be dope.
Yes, but my 9 to 5 is, like I say this every week, it's killing me. But that's the dream. The dream is to do that for everybody. But it's kind of weird now because I'm starting to see other people. The weirdest part is when you have a dream, how you think it's yours, and you realize everyone had this fucking dream.
Yeah, it's like, God damn, you niggas heard the original.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
absolutely they are.
Yeah, so that's it. So that's my thing. I want to be able to do that for like sports teams and like concerts and stuff like that. But everyone does.
That would be so. I could totally see you doing that, and I don't see why you wouldn't be doing that.
So I'm gonna shoot. You can have people.
Yes.
Tweet
So everybody tweet. I can't remember you.
I changed it
again.
No, from photo and words
to the visual dope dealer.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to agree with Jesse. It's really aggressive.
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
I got it from your boy Alvin.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he had put up there one time. He had said something one time. I don't know if he said it or tweeted it. I mean, I told this the other day, not too long ago. I told the story. I said, I even told him at Dave's wife's Ashley's event.
Yeah.
I said, man, you have no idea. You said something like the visual dope dealer, and that kind of like it hit me. And I was like, oh, so I'm gonna put that in my little pocket. And I'm gonna bring that out when I want to. So at some point, for me, like names never work. Like you have, come on, I asked you how'd you come up with Alex Tribble, and you like, Tribble's your last name.
Yeah.
Cool. And because that's the only, like, I bet you never felt your name fit something. Like Tribble didn't feel like it didn't fit anything else. My last name is Bird. I've heard everything from Big Bird to Bird shit. But Bird shit was funny. I still laugh at Bird shit. That shit had me dying. Bird shit, I can't remember who did it.
That's terrible.
That shit was funny though.
No.
When you've been called Big Bird your whole life, because I'm 6'2", all right? And
you yellow. You got a little yellow on this. Yellow, red undertones.
Okay, that was not where I was going with it. I was just saying we both was big.
Okay, sorry.
But I heard that my whole life, Big Bird. And at some point I kind of Columbused it. So I used to make my own t-shirts. It was called Birdwear.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, Birdwear. And so, but then it got corny. I was like, I don't want this shit no more. But then that bird shit, I was like, oh, that's funny.
Oh my God.
That had been like 15 years ago. It's still funny to me.
But yo, photo and words was dope. Like I thought it
But people didn't get the "and."
Oh.
No, you know how frustrating that is?
It was like Photox words.
Yeah.
People are crazy.
But it didn't. But because Instagram doesn't let you put spaces, I can get it. And it was like, because I first started off as I've said this again, a dollar in the dream photography. I changed that to that.
I remember you saying
but the visual dope deal, I feel like you can't misconstrue that. It does feel slightly. There's a meme out that says me listening to trap music that's talking about selling drugs and killing people while I'm on my way to my 9 to 5.
Yep. Yeah.
That's exactly what the visual dope dealer is.
Oh my God.
I'm slinging these dope visuals. And my Twitter is called the Visual Slinger.
Yo, just so
Visual Slinger. That's what it is.
So aggressive.
It is, but it's kind of like
somebody's probably gonna come across the page and
though.
think it's a porn Twitter page. So just
what?
Visual Slinger. Come on, man.
But, hey, whatever gets you there, I don't give a shit.
Yo,
but doesn't it make sense though? It's aggressive, but if you know me,
I understand.
I'm in your face.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I just
I'm
want
not
to
the
say,
quiet dude in the room.
I just would be remiss to not say that I really enjoy photo and words.
I know, me too. I just can't go back to it now. It's in my rear view.
Dang, that's tough.
I called like a record crew. They came and took it. They paid me for it. They're out of here. Now it's on the junkyard. The people picking parts for that. Whatever. That was my number.
That was a hell of an analogy just now. You went all the way in.
Y'all Philly niggas are the same because Jesse would do that same thing. Yeah, I like two of the same people. Nah, this is fun though. I was like, but anyway, yo, Jesse be letting me slide on my jokes too. He be like, what? I'm like,
because you just be talking crazy. I'm just like, I'm not going to entertain you.
Yeah, but when people's back home, they would add into it. This would be a 15-minute thing.
See, I don't have time for that.
You and Jesse, I swear y'all Philly niggas, man. Y'all the same.
What you mean?
Because everybody I know in Philly has that same. Y'all like kind of like New Yorkers, but y'all like older brothers to the young brother. That ass, like you have no older brother be like, I'm too old for that shit. And young brother be wildin'.
Yeah.
And we be wildin', and Jesse be like,
y'all,
I'm not doing
like, New York folks are like interesting. Like I just be like, y'all are just.
Yeah.
I let y'all do you. I'll just be like, all right, guys.
Yeah. We're different breeds.
Pull it together.
But you know how it is, my guy. Yo, I got seen this video and shit was hilarious. It was like the most New York video ever.
Will I be able to relate?
Nah, you can relate, but you're gonna be laughing at it because I was laughing at it. It was so mad ridiculous. Okay. So, did you ever for people who don't know, this is the Views podcast, but I actually have another podcast. I'm half of the team, which is Henny and Scotch. I'm the Henny. Gang gang to the Scotch. That one, we talk a little bit more reckless.
Yes.
And we shout you out. We do the shout. Bang, bang.
I tweeted y'all.
Bang, bang, nigga. Yeah, I know.
I tweeted y'all.
Yeah, we so. But I was going to, because the reason why I brought that up is because I was like, we coming to the end. And I wanted to say, run out of minutes. But I remember I'm sitting in front of the person who tweeted us.
First of all, y'all said, all I was saying, like, I noticed the episode was a little bit longer.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I was like, no more prepaid podcasts.
We were so drunk. We was so drunk. It came to an end mad abruptly. It was like, oh.
Yo, I'm listening. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, oh, wait. I heard my name I'm like, excuse me? Excuse me? I got on Twitter so fast. I said, I heard my name.
Yeah, we threw that out there.
Y'all really.
Yo, we should have pumped that as Twitter beef.
You really, damn. We could have went somewhere with that.
We're gonna have you on our podcast so we can do this New York versus Philly shit.
Yo, the way you just said that, like, I felt like it was like, cause like I felt like the way you said it was like, we gonna have y'all on our podcast since y'all haven't invited us to your podcast. Like, I felt like it was shade.
No. That time I can't give you shade because we did attempt to do the New York versus Philly shit.
Yeah, the audio was like, it was like one. I could only hear you, or was it Jesse? I could only hear one person. Everybody else sounded terrible.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Basically, just on your own podcast.
But you know what though? We was drinking, and at some point I forgot it wasn't my podcast. Jesse did the same thing. He was like, I kind of forgot it wasn't ours because it was like, why are they shutting us up? I'm like, oh wait, this is their podcast.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have y'all on Henny and Scotch. We're gonna wild out. Because it was a great concept. New York versus Philly.
It was a lot of fun. And now that we've got a Super Bowl championship,
cute.
Don't do that.
Cute.
Don't do that.
Cute.
Don't do that.
Cute.
I gotta back away from the NFL now though, because they kind of like they're wilding.
I'm not backing away from shit. These motherfuckers. This is an argument between rich people and rich people. Ain't got shit to do with me. Who gonna come to Conway? Who gonna pay my bills?
You right.
Duke Power ain't giving niggas like free.
You right.
So
you are right.
Alex, put your info. I didn't know you had the little the
Queen Nefertiti.
Yeah.
I'm real black, not fake black.
Yo, but were you this black before Black Panther came out?
Yo, first of all,
I'm asking.
Yes, I was.
You know what I stayed away from?
What?
The Jill Scott references.
Thank God, because I don't have the time. Jill Scott, Chrisette Michelle. Like, if you see me here, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna do my thing. All right. Yeah. If you see me, don't call me Jill Scott. Don't call me Chrisette Michelle, and definitely don't be like, oh, your name is Sierra. Like, it's all played.
Oh,
It's all played.
I never thought that. Never crossed my mind.
Thank God.
Yo,
and I appreciate you.
We had Mbella on. Mbella. I think I keep fucking up her name. That's the sis. But when we was doing it, I think her name, she said people used to be like, Mbella. And Jesse was like, yo, why you let them Lion King your name like that?
See?
but Paulie was doing it. He was like, Bella. I was like, stop.
See? People are disrespectful.
Big bird to bird shit.
See?
Yeah, it is what it is. Put your Instagram, everything up.
My Instagram is Alex Tribble, AlexTribble.
That's a lot of letters.
AlexTribble. On Twitter, it's the same. Just add the word "the" in front of it. The Alex Tribble.
You was a little spicy right there. I feel like somebody said that to you before. Like, how many B's can I get? Can I buy?
Right.
Your name would be a good like Wheel of Fortune. What? I like to buy 2 B's.
Yeah. People like dribble, and they get the fuck out. Wrong.
Yo, thank you for being on the podcast,
thank
Alex.
You so
this
much
is cool.
For having
Hopefully
me.
we can be on yours. Hopefully I can be on yours.
Yes.
I'm mad. I'm so mad. I was the first nigga to holler at y'all about this shit. I wasn't.
We love you. Oh, follow the podcast, Head Wraps and Lipsticks.
Say it slowly so they can actually hear.
Head Wraps and Lipsticks.
I said slowly. I didn't say put on your sexy voice.
Oh, my bad. Head Wraps and Lipsticks.
Nah, this is a dope podcast, man. If you're a dude, you might get turned up by the name because you think I'm not listening to no Head Wraps and Lipstick, but it's not what you think it is
at all.
You guys talk politics, you talk current events. Your episodes are very recent, and which is fun. I'm gonna probably at some point have you and Sherelle on here so we can talk the podcast specifically. Okay. She's so New York.
Yo, very, very New York.
Very New York.
Yes, dead ass.
Dead ass, son. My guy. That's the sis right there.
Yeah, it is. Shout out to my sis.
Yeah, so definitely, listen to Head Wraps and Lipstick. And it's you guys go a little long though.
Yeah.
Like I'm at an hour with you.
Oh my God.
This is long. This is the longest one.
Because I'm a lot of fun.
Yep. A lot of fun. Now I'll fuck with you, yeah. You see the face.
Meet me outside.
I got you, son. Catch me outside. And you know what?
What?
You were the first person to rate the podcast. And so far we've gotten 4 cents.
Listen, I'm a trailblazer.
So tell people how easy is it to rate a podcast on Apple Music, Apple Podcast.
Apple Podcast.
Yes,
all you gotta do is go to the search bar, type in views. Was that V/EWS
podcast?
podcast? You on a page. Then you tap the page.
Tap the page.
Scroll down maybe.
What is it going to show you? It's going to show you episodes.
It's going to show you episodes. Previous episodes. And it's going to have like available episodes.
Yep.
And then at some point it's going to be like, yo.
Suggestions.
But before that, it's going to be like, you could rate this podcast.
Wow.
And you know what else you could do?
Tell me, son.
Leave a review.
Whoa, yo, hold up.
Yes.
What's a review?
A review, like where you go in a box and you be like, yo, this podcast is bomb.
Dead ass?
Dead ass.
My guy. So it's that simple.
That simple.
So the review, that's the review part. The rating. How hard is that? That shit seem mad hard, son.
It's not mad hard.
All right, so tell me.
It's mad easy, rather.
Mad easy?
Yes. All you gotta do is take your finger. And start at the 1 star.
Word.
And drag it to the 5th star.
To the 5 star.
The 5 star.
5 stars.
5 stars.
Why would you not give me a 5 star?
Why wouldn't you not?
My guy.
Fam.
Son.
Yo.
So you just slide across left to right.
Yes.
Son.
Dead ass.
So now y'all know how to do that. So please rate the podcast.
Please rate the podcast.
Rate the podcast. It's views. It's I don't know what that thing is. /EWS the podcast. If you're having trouble, sometimes people like, there's 1,000 podcasts now. Everybody's doing it, but this is the only one where we're talking about creatives in the city of Charlotte. So I think it's actually worth the extra 4 or 5.
It is.
Characters to make sure you get to us. But definitely rate us. We just gave you directions in the most New York Philly way we can definitely give it to you. Rate us. Let us know what you think. If you have any suggestions, you can come at us. It's views on everything. On Instagram, it's different. It's V_EWS_. And my Instagram is the Visual Dope Dealer. It's exactly that, the Visual Dope Dealer. And on Twitter, it's Visual Slinger, @Visual Slinger. Because they wouldn't let me put the for some reason.
Really?
Yeah. They wouldn't put me with the. And the only reason why views has the underscore is because one other person has views written out and they have not posted since like 2014. Listen. And so I've like reached out to them. And I've also reached out to Instagram and say, bruh, delete his account so I can get that name.
They ain't listening.
I've not gotten an email.
You've got to get popping and get that type of stuff happen. So.
Or I could do like some other podcasts in the city and I can fake it till I make it, right? Yeah. I can like have 15, 16K, but 40 people like bitches. That's spicy.
We had to talk about that off the air.
Yeah, that's spicy, right? Alex, thank you for coming, man.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, so next week.
Side.